Hey guys, AJ Hazy here and welcome back to the Vantage West video blog. Today we're going to talk about down payment options. Now there seems to be a lot of confusion out there about down payments. In fact, often when I'm talking to people, they have a totally misguided theory about what is required of them in terms of a down payment. So I'm going to go through some of the options that exist, and maybe this is applicable to you, or perhaps you know somebody that's thinking about buying that you want to pass this information along to. But there are a number of programs you need to be aware of. So number one, let's just talk about the amount that you have to put down. So there is still very much a high ratio mortgage program that would be insured through CMHC or Genworth, and that still allows you to put 5% down on a home up to $500,000. Now, if you want a home more expensive than $500,000, you now have to put 10% down for the amount above that $500,000 threshold. And then if you clear over $1 million, it's 20% down on the expensive properties over $1 million. So that's fairly new over the last couple of years, but 5% down is still very much alive and well. Now, there is the home buyers plan, and this is another program by the government that enables you to tap into any RRSP contributions you've made over the years. You can take up to $35,000 tax-free out of your RRSP, and you can take the next 15 years to put that back in. So this is a great program for young folks who want to get into the market, who maybe have some RRSPs and want to have access to that capital to buy their first property. So great program there. Now there's the new government-backed first-time home buyers incentive plan, and that is where they will match 5% on homes up to around $500,000. And again, if you buy a new property, they'll take it up to 10%, and that is an interest-free. It's not a loan per se. They're actually going to participate with you in the prorated appreciation of the property. So if they lend you 5% of the value and the home goes up by $100,000, you're going to pay them back the original principal plus 5% of that gain. So they're going to pick up $5,000 in the upside of that. But again, that's really favorable. So that's the home buyers incentive plan. That's a great one as well. So we'll put all the links here in the blog for you to be able to take advantage of these programs if you want more information. And of course, there's the ever popular bank of mom and dad, and this is what's called a gifted down payment. Now you can have mom and dad maybe borrow some equity out of their own home and gift it to you so that you can put a down payment of 20% down, or even just 5% down. It doesn't have to be 20, but there are some advantages to doing a conventional mortgage. You can skip CMHC, you can go to a 30-year amortization, which will drive your payments down by at least $300 or $400 a month. And of course pay less interest over time because you're borrowing less money. And then when you refinance the home in 3 years or 5 years, then you pay mom and dad back, and if you want to give them a little interest for their troubles, that's up to you, but it is a gifted down payment, so there's really not meant to be any repayment terms attached to that. But many people are tapping into the baby boomers windfall of equity they've got over the last 10, 15, 20 years and using that to get a good head start in life. So those are all the options that are available to you. There are also some unique little zero down opportunities that do exist still, but we'll save that for another video. I hope you found this super helpful. If you're interested in poking around and seeing what type of properties exist on the open market, you can check out our search tool right here on the blog. And if you have a home to sell, you can see what it's worth with our home evaluation tool right here on the blog. So hope you found this super helpful again. And if you want any more information on this stuff, feel free to reach out, and we've included the links at the bottom. Thanks so much. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.